Hello there guys, welcome to Dino's Vault, and surprise, today I feature the Zontes GK350, the sports cafe, kind of a first in India ride review of this particular model because people have already reviewed the Zontes 350R, the 350X, the 350T, the 350T ADV, and this is the one of the finest of the lot. They've launched 5 motorcycles. They have taken the market like this is a serious onslaught to take on the likes of the KTM Duke or the KTM market share, because they are primarily in the space of between the quarter liter to 390 or 400 cc. And if you look at the word Zontes, it's a Spanish word and it means the numeric 400. So if you see each of the models, even in the international lineup, it's around that 350 range, 300 to 400 range. So it is the same power plants, the same 348cc single liquid cooled fuel injected motor that puts out 38.8 bhp or close to 40 ps and around 33 newton meters of torque and 6-speed gearbox that kind of brings about 5 different genres of motorcycles, and all of them have kind of taken the market by surprise, you can say. And how they fare, that only time will tell. These are 5 new products like across different genres. Here you have a street fighter, you have kind of a sports cafe, you have a tourer, you have a adventure bike, you have a street tourer. So you have 5 different genres trying to bring an onslaught to target the likes of the KTM or any bike falling between like maybe the BMW naked as well as the ADV bikes. So all the chunk of the market share that lies between the 300 to 400cc category. So this is kind of interesting, and I'm grateful to Adishwar Auto who have allowed me to get my hands on this. Tomorrow, by the time this video plays, I'll be reviewing the rest of the fleet and Moto Morini as well. I could have a look at these bikes today, and boy, they are really well built. And Moto Morini, the X-Cape especially, it has kind of a car, kind of a dash for the speedo. It's super impressive. Now let's talk about GK350, the sports cafe. Man, it's really well built, and what this brings and what this means to you and me, like we all know, it's a Chinese brand. Zontes, Chinese motorcycle manufacturer, fully robotized production line, has been in the action since 2003. So you say boycott Chinese, like I 100% agree, 200% agree, because any Indian or true Indian will say boycott Chinese. But it's a debatable topic, because if you have to boycott Chinese, you have to boycott all of the smartphone brands that are already here, be it Realme, Xiaomi, you have OnePlus, you have Vivo, Oppo, and the list just goes on and on. And not only the brands that are here, you have the car brand MG, which is also a Chinese brand, and even the lot of components that are being used by the OEMs across different industries. You have Chinese parts, so you can't just outrightly boycott Chinese right from the word go. In terms of reality, we have to accept things as they come. Now, these are really well built. When you just forget about the fact that these are Chinese motorcycles, when you look at them in the flesh, as a bike enthusiast, as a motorcycle enthusiast, as an unbiased bike reviewer or a biker, you look at the way they have actually packed this. The way it is built is really impressive. One look at it, you will fall for it. Especially the GK350 is the most beautiful of the lot. It looks timeless. It has the perfect blend of retro and the neo sports elements coming together in perfect harmony. The headlamp is all LED. You have the LED halo ring kind of a thing, and yeah, it reminds us of some of the other motorcycles that have been here, like Husqvarna or maybe the Honda CB series. But this one has a charm of its own. It is like a muscle bike, so it is really beastly. Also, the fat tires add on to the muscle feel. You have 120 section front tire and a 160 section rear tire, and you get spoke wheels with tubeless tires. Let me underscore that. When was the last time you heard that in a 3.3 lakh price range? So spoke wheels, wire spoke wheels with tubeless tires, and these are radial tires, and they do really good job in offering good road grip. Now, are you rooting for this, Dino Bhai? So as a neutral reviewer, as a neutral bike enthusiast, I've got to give every bike its share of good and the bad. So this one, it's built really well. It has ticked all the right boxes. The fit and finish, time and again I'm underscoring, because when you look at it, it's really comes together in perfect harmony. The tank is a 17-liter tank. The suspension, you have USD forks, 43 USD forks, and you have monoshock, you have aluminum swing arm, and you have 320 front disc, and it offers dual channel ABS. You have 265 rear disc. The front disc gets a disc cover. So when was the last time you saw that kind of build quality? So especially this GK350 stands out as one of the finest of the lot among the 5 bikes that they have launched, and I have seen all of them in flesh. Tomorrow I'll be riding them, but this one looks the best, and the seating is really good, and you have all the goodies on the menu as well, like you have button to release the fuel cap, you have button to release the seat, you have keyless ignition for the first time maybe in this price segment again. So the color TFT console is also phenomenally done. You don't feel like, when I rode the CF Moto NK300 or maybe the Keyway, the digital dash, though it is colorful and it has good animation and stuff, it doesn't look upmarket, doesn't look premium, so it lacks that premium feel. But when you look at this one, the way it is finished, the animation, the font and everything, you have different layouts for different modes. Like, of course, these are display modes, not riding modes. Riding modes, you have eco and sport, but here you have display modes. You have casual, you have sport, you have race, and you have maybe city or something. I'll show it to you, but you have four different display modes, I believe, and each of them have really good animation, good layout, and good fonts, and the way it is very clearly visible right under broad daylight as well. So the handlebar is well laid out. The mirrors, rear view mirrors, I mean, these are bar end mirrors, but still they offer good field of view. The levers are all adjustable. The clutch as well as the brake lever are adjustable, and then of course the gearbox, 6-speed gearbox, is decent enough. It's not like over the top extraordinary kind of a thing. Again, the power plant, as I told you, 348cc single cylinder liquid cooled fuel injected motor, close to 40 PS of power and close to 33 Newton meters. So in the mid-range or in the initial revs, it might feel a little vibey. It might feel a little bit of vibe. You might feel a little bit of vibrations. You might feel it could have been better refined. But as you rev it, as you climb up the revs up to 9,000, 10,000 RPM, if you hold the gear and pull the gear all the way up to the red line in each gear, I mean, pull the revs in each gear up to the red line, that's where the bike comes alive, and that's where you start enjoying the bike more. And that's the way these bikes are meant to be ridden. Like KTM bikes are meant to be revved more. The more you rev it, the more the bikes come alive, and the more you feel the intensity and the rush and the sportiness of the bike coming alive. So the character of the bike coming alive. Similarly here, the more you rev it, the more the bike comes alive. The beast lurking underneath comes alive. And let me show you what I felt from my first ride impression. That's what's coming up. So without further ado, let's go ahead with that. Hello there guys, welcome to Dino's World. Today I give you my first ride impression of the Zontes GK Sports Cafe 350. Yeah, this is a GK350 Sports Cafe model from the Chinese motorcycle manufacturer who's redefining technology and value for money. And look at this, keyless, the keys right in here, 70-liter tank, and just press this and look at the magic. So futuristic, so well built. Now this is the standard layout, looks super colorful, and if you want to change the setup, the layout, just get in there, get into interface, and then get into race. That's where we belong. Okay, 38.8 bhp, 348cc single liquid cooled fuel injected, and around 33 Newton meters of torque, 6-speed gearbox, backlit switches look awesome. Let's go a little gentle till we get to know the bike. Oh my god, simply blasting across. Man, the more you rev it, the more the vibes die down. The lower RPMs you can feel a little bit of vibrations, but the bike is built beyond imagination. One of the most beautiful bikes that you'll see in the market, at least one of the most beautiful bikes that I have seen under the 5 lakhs price range here in our Indian market so far. You know, undeniably they've built it really well. I'm so glad I'm going to ride this. I'm among the first to ride this here in India, the GK350 Sports Cafe. I don't think anyone else has ridden this. Oh my god, I'm falling in love with this. Yeah, just put aside the fact that it's Chinese motorcycle manufacturer, but you have to give it to them. The way they've built it, they're available in 55 other countries, sold across 55 other countries, including UK, Italy, France, Spain, Brazil, Malaysia and Thailand. Super fat tires, 120 section front, 160 section rear. It just wants to do triple digit speeds all day long. It's like a muscle bike. I love the layout, I love the headlamp setup, I love the technology packed into this. Yeah, keyless ignition, backlit switches, state of the art display. Nothing looks cheap or out of place. Everything looks premium, to the point. Ooh la la. The brakes are amazing. 320mm disc up front, 265mm disc at the back, dual channel ABS, waiting to be unleashed. Great stability, superb confidence, superb straight line stability. The aluminium swing arm and the monoshock really offer superb handling characteristics as well. Man, this is here to change the game. The GK350 is going to literally wreak havoc in the market. Pricing is close to 3.3 lakhs, I believe, ex-showroom, but still, man, for this price, oh my god. This can literally change the game. The kind of products that are storming the market are going to absolutely redefine value for money. So first impression, super amazing, super impressive, great stance, unbelievable build quality, something that will literally floor you immediately with the kind of impression it leaves. The levers, I mean the tires, tubeless spoke wheels. When was the last time you heard in a 3.3 lakh price range? Spoke wheels, tubeless tires, super fat tires, backlit switches, superb display, one of the finest looks that you can imagine. The design is truly out of this world. The build quality, the levers, the chassis, the fit and finish, everything is right through the roof, and it is here to impress you for sure. You ride it, you will fall in love with it. So this is a completely unbiased review because we are for the love of motorcycles. So just being unbiased, forget the fact that they're Chinese or whatever it is. Half of your phones are Chinese. I mean, even the iPhone shares majority of the Chinese parts, so we can't deny that. But yes, after what has happened in the past, we don't want to encourage Chinese stuff here, but we can't avoid them either. So but still, apart from that, keeping that controversial topic of debate aside, as a motorcycle, when you look at it, this thing is built like a tank, and it has all the goodies. USD forks, 43mm USD forks, superb straight line stability. The aluminium swing arm and the monoshock offer superb handling characteristic. The chassis is rock solid. Vibrations are apparent, very minute, you can say, passes off as character, but the more you rev it, the more the bike comes alive, and that's where the heart of the bike really feels at home. And especially when it looks like this, you want it to go fast as well. It feels like a beast waiting to be unleashed. This one is going to have a cult following of its own. Believe me, it's superbly built, brilliantly rides, and priced really reasonably for what it has on offer. Yeah, close to 40 PS of max power, and close to 33 Newton meters of max torque. And yeah, bar and mirrors, styling wise, you get 10 on 10 without a shadow of a doubt. So that's pretty much it. First impression of the GK350. If you like what you see and want to see more, stay tuned for more content, pure automobile content coming your way right here at Dino's Vault. Until next time, Dino saying ciao, take care, God bless, and ride safe.